Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Tech Driven Vlog. My name is Matthew, and today's video is going to be talking about my top 5 reasons why you should consider buying a BMW X5. I've owned this BMW for almost 2 years now, so I feel I can give some insight into what the real ownership process is like. So if you're considering something similar, a mid-size family SUV, particularly one of the luxury German brands, I can give you some insight into why you would pick this over anything else. So let's jump into the first reason. So reason number 1 is the wireless Apple CarPlay. And I could really call it the whole infotainment system, but that is my favorite feature of the vehicle. So if you've got Apple CarPlay, you know it's great. It's a better infotainment UI than most car manufacturers can make themselves. So having that on your vehicle is a really awesome feature. But every vehicle I've had before this one, you had to take the phone out of your pocket when you got in the car and then plug it into a cable to get the Apple CarPlay to work. In the BMW, you don't have to do that. You just get in the car, turn it on, and it automatically connects if you got your phone hooked up. Which is a really great feature, and it's one of those things you don't know how handy it is until you've actually got it, and then once you get into anything else where you have to actually take it out and plug it in, it's a real pain. So the number 2 reason is the ambient lighting, and it's one of those things that during the day you can't really notice it all that much, but it does give the cabin a nice feel. But then at night when you get in, it really lights up the cabin, and even in the second row. My son sits back there. It gives him some extra lighting back there to work on his stuff, and you can change it to several different colors, which is really cool. And I'll show some clips on here of going through it in the dark, so you can get a better idea of what that looks like at night. So overall, love the ambient lighting, and it really adds something to the vehicle to make it premium. I know I've pulled up at drive-throughs at night, and people look in there like, wow, looks like a spaceship. So it's definitely something that gets some attention. So reason number 3 is the sporty handling and acceleration. This thing is not like super fast, but at 335 horsepower is what it's rated at, which I would guess, judging by BMW's track record, is probably a little underrated. They're usually a little conservative with those numbers. This thing feels really fast, and I'd have to imagine they make a V8 version of this as well. I'd have to imagine that felt even faster if you've driven that. I haven't been able to drive one of those yet, but would like to someday for sure. But I've owned a BMW 3 Series in the past, and you really just fall in love with the like BMW sporty feel. If you've driven one, you probably know what I'm talking about. I was a little concerned where this was an SUV, this wouldn't really have that same feel. And this is definitely where it sits up so much higher. You don't get quite the same experience of feeling connected to the road like you do in a shorter car. But when you put this in Sport Plus mode, it really stiffens up the suspension, makes the throttle response extra responsive, and it does really give you that sporty feel in a mid-size SUV. It doesn't drive as big as it is. So as a family vehicle, you can still have something that's fairly sporty and still has the utility and the room to do everything you need to do with your family and all that. Reason number 4 would be the premium interior materials. And everywhere you look around you in this cabin, everything is super nice, super well appointed. Everything just feels like, even this is a base model X5, everything in here definitely still feels very premium. I've called out the infotainment system, I've called out the ambient lighting. Throughout the cabin, everything is wrapped in leather. Up on the dash, you've got leather on the doors, are all leather. The door handles are this brush metallic material that feels really good in your hand. I've mentioned in a previous video, the key is one of the coolest keys I've seen in a vehicle. It looks like something from a spaceship, and it's really awesome. Yeah, so overall the materials used in here are just a step above of what you get in kind of your standard vehicle, so it definitely makes it feel like it's worth the price premium that you pay for this. So that's going to bring us to the fifth and final reason to consider buying a BMW X5. And for me, that is the external looks of the vehicle. And this is a 2019 model year. So this is the first year they did a new refresh on the looks of it and the interior and all that. And I just love the look of the great big grille that they put on the front. Gives it a really aggressive look. Also these lines down the hood, and they've got kind of the same body lines going down the side, really gives it a sporty, aggressive look. So for something that is essentially a family wagon, it doesn't look all that boring, especially in the granite metallic color that we got. Really pops. It's got this really nice sparkle that you catch in the light. So overall, just love the looks of this thing. So just as some final thoughts on the X5. Like I said, I've been this for almost 2 years. It's been really great for my family. We've enjoyed, we've taken on a trip down to Branson. It was really fun. Down there, there's some lots of hills and curvy roads, and that's where this thing really shines. But also being able to take it around to get groceries and haul our child around and stuff. It's really handy for just about anything, and a really enjoyable vehicle to own. So if you're in the market for something similar, like I said, definitely consider this one. And I hope this video, if you're on the fence, has given you some more items to really put this one on your list for sure. All right, so that's going to wrap things up for today's video. Appreciate you guys tagging along, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.